Hey, it's Eric, and welcome back to Lombere Tactical. Alright, so, let's go ahead and clear this, okay? We're clear. So, today we're going to talk about the newest upgrades I've made to make this custom Glock 34 that you see right here, this sexy beast. Alright, so if you've been following the channel, I have a series that's dedicated to the Glock 34 upgrades that I've been making to go ahead and customize this thing. So I'll go ahead and link that right here. And go ahead and check that series out so you can kind of see step by step what I've done to this gun. But today I want to focus on the slide that I picked out as well as the barrel that I picked out for this gun. So let's hop over to the table and take a closer look. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a closer look at this gun. We'll start with the outside and kind of work our way in. So on the outside here, I have the Olight Balder Pro. This is a green laser light combo. It fits really well in this gun, so that's why I went with it on here. This gun, the purpose of this gun essentially is for competition use. I do have it set up as well for a home defensive gun, and that's the purpose essentially of this. During competition, I will likely remove the light up front and just use the gun as is. But while I have it set up in the home defense setup, I do have the light on there. And then of course for home defense, I carry the Underwood ammo. Okay, this is the I believe the maximum penetration. Actually, this one is Lehigh ammo, maximum expander bullet, I believe is what it's called. So the Underwood and Lehigh, my favorite brands for self-defense. Go, look these up. They are really the best. These ones here, they have these deep cuts into the bullet, and they butterfly out, making a really devastating wound channel. So these are awesome. Anyways, let's get back to this gun. So for the exterior or the frame, I've done nothing to it yet. I do want to get some stippling done and the cutout right here underneath the trigger guard. But I haven't gotten to that yet. But I did upgrade the internals on here, so we'll go ahead and check that out. Alright, so as you can see, everything in here is nice and polished. I polished all of these internals just so it makes the trigger pull smoother, a little bit lighter, there's less friction involved here. Check out like I said, the playlist of all the upgrades I made to the Glock 34. But one important item that I did upgrade here was this, I believe this is the trigger spring housing. I forget exactly what it's called. But this has a little screw in the back here that you can screw in or out, which essentially takes up the travel out of the trigger. So it makes it a little bit shorter. It essentially just presses up against the cruciform here and makes the travel that the cruciform bar does just a little bit less. And I'll go ahead and demonstrate the trigger for you right now. I don't have the trigger gauge pull tool. I do plan to get that soon, but I'll just demonstrate essentially what this trigger looks like. All right, so you just go back to the wall right there and then a little bit more and it breaks. Okay, we'll do that again. Boom. Okay, so you can see there's some travel here, of course. So that's to the wall and then essentially it just breaks right there. You just have to apply a little bit more pressure, but it's a pretty good trigger. I need to, test it out for competition uses. I haven't had a chance to do any competition shooting yet. I've done a little bit of rifle competition, but not handgun. So I do plan on getting into that fairly soon. But let's, again, take a look under the hood and let's look at this barrel and bar setup here that we have here. Okay, so as you can see, there is a RMR cutout. This slide is made by Gunslinger Armory. That's his logo right there. Slide is awesome. Okay, I'm super happy with this slide. I think this thing is just absolutely sexy. Okay, so you got the front and the front and rear serrations, of course. Like I said, the RMR cutout. The Gunslinger Armory, they go ahead and provide the RMR set screws as well as a Holosun 507C. I think that's what the model is called. The screws for that one as well, since they both have the same footprint. So I will be putting the Holosun on here. Just have to go ahead and order that. But once I do, I will show you guys what that looks like. Right now I do have the stock target sights that come with the Glock 34 on here. I will be putting some suppressor height sights. I don't know which ones yet. If you guys have any recommendations for me, go ahead and leave those in the comments down below. Let me know which suppressor height sights you guys think are best. I of course wanted to co-witness with the Holosun red dot. I'm thinking I want, you know, blacked out serrations here, and maybe either blacked out on the front or maybe a white dot. I'm also considering some tritium inserts if everything is blacked out, since I kind of do want this to be semi self-defense for the home. But anyways, let me know what you guys think. Comment that down below. I'll be happy to check out what you guys think it would be best. But anyways, moving on. Let's take a look under here. Okay, so I have this tungsten guide rod. It's 100% tungsten. It has a reduced recoil spring. I forget the weight that I chose on here. And then I went ahead and have this titanium nitrate coated safety plunger here. I think that's what this part's called. Sorry if I'm butchering that name. Anyways, that is an upgraded part as well. Just it has less friction, it's a little bit more lubricious. So again, just helps with the trigger pull. So let's go ahead and take a look at this barrel as well. We'll remove the bar here. Okay. And pull this out. All right, so this here is the Zev Glock 34 dimpled barrel in bronze. Okay, it has a little bit of like a rose gold color to it, but it is mostly, in my opinion, bronze. I love rose gold. If this thing was rose gold, like 100%, I would take that. I think that's pretty hard. But this barrel, man, I absolutely love it. So it has, you know, this great looking front end of it. I think that's called a crown barrel. I forget the name exactly. Has these, you know, great kind of serrations and relief cuts in here. You know, listed as 9mm there. You know, fantastic barrel. And it's a little oily. Let's take a look at this slide now. So this slide is, again, made by Gunslinger Armory. This is in a tungsten Cerakote color. What's great about this is that this isn't smooth. This is actually kind of a rough, tacky kind of feel here. So although you have serrations that obviously give you grip, the texture itself gives you grip. So, you know, racking this slide is just like anywhere that you grab this, you have a solid grip on here. I love this slide. I mean, man, Gunslinger Armory is awesome. So I did a lot of research on slides and barrels, okay? And a lot of the slides are just really overpriced, okay? So for the Glock 34, you're looking at a $500-600 gun. I think I paid about $550 for this one. And, you know, those sell slides that are $600, $700, you know, $800, and it's kind of ridiculous, right? Gunslinger Armory, this one was for $300. You know, he had it on sale, fantastic price. Great work. You know, a lot of the slides, they'll charge so much money they won't even have the red dot cutout up here. And I really wanted, you know, some windows to show off the barrel that I wanted to choose. So I love that he has the side windows here on both sides. I love that he maintained this, you know, the traditional Glock 34 cutout up top. And I love that he has serrations, you know, that extend up here as well as up here. So, you know, everything about this is just, in my opinion, so cool. And then below here, it has a nice cutout here for the guide rod that you know, just kind of shows off the guide rod a little bit more. Everything about this slide is just, you know, meant to show off, essentially. So, you know, this is a Gucci Glock. This is a race gun. This is for competition use. This is just, you know, I'm so excited to have this. Very happy. And I think this color scheme I have going on here is just, man, look at that. Look at that. Okay, so, you know, most people when they're building these guns, I feel like they have no style. Okay, I feel like they have no style. I mean, look at this. Tungsten, bronze. Okay, that's what's up. Flat dark earth over here. Like, come on. And even this flat dark earth is kind of bronzy. So, I mean, this is just like, this is the color scheme, guys. Okay, a lot of people that are into guns, they just don't really have, I think, the style. Okay, some of them do. Some of them make some sexy guns, but you know, you have some people just throwing in some, like, you know, red trigger, red mag release, etc. It's just ugly. It's tacky. You know, this is, you're looking for sexy, right? Okay, so this right here, man, this gun is just dope. All right, so let's talk about upgrades I'm going to be making to this. Okay, so I got some more things I'm going to be doing. So like I mentioned, I'm going to definitely change out this trigger. I want a flat faced trigger. I do want to do the stippling on here, and obviously I need a mag well. Okay, so I'm considering the big mouth aluminum mag well from the Glock store. Let me know what you guys think. That one comes with a brass insert, I believe a 4-ounce brass insert. They've been sold out, but that brass insert is supposed to make it a little bit heavier, of course, on the back end here, just to help balance out the gun. Because of course, you know, the tungsten guide rod is heavy as well, and this is putting weight on the front of the gun. So in terms of competition use, you want this gun to be, you know, a little heavier. It needs to be solid in the hands. It has to be balanced, okay, so that it absorbs that recoil well, so that it maintains your aim more steadily while shooting rapidly. So if you guys have any recommendations on magwells, you know, this would be essentially the first magwell I've ever owned. So, you know, I'm new to figuring out these parts. So if you have experience in them, if you have preferences, let me know again down below in the comments. I would love to hear from you to help me make these choices. And as I choose them, I of course will make updated videos on what I'm doing here. I haven't had a chance to take this gun out to the range yet with this new setup with the slide. So, you know, from my understanding, the Zev barrel, it has some pretty tight tolerances in here. And the slide itself, of course, when you add a Cerakote covering to it, a Cerakote layer, it's going to make this a little thicker as well. So and I anticipate there's going to be some sort of break-in period with this setup here. You know, as you do, you know, as the slide racks back and forth, it's going to kind of break into the Cerakote a little bit. And I imagine over the course of maybe a few hundred rounds, this gun should be working perfectly. But, you know, I anticipate there might be some hiccups in the beginning with a new setup like this. So when I take it to the range, I'll be sure to record that as well. And, you know, let you guys know if I run into any malfunctions with the gun. And also if I do, how long does it take for those malfunctions to disappear and for the Glock to be again back to normal. So, you know, that's kind of the cons with upgrading a Glock, you know, just any Glock really. When you upgrade it, you're dealing with, you know, third-party parts, and, you know, the original Glock parts, of course, are meant to be together. So when you introduce all these new parts, you could run into issues, reliability issues and so forth. So I will test this out. I will bring you guys along to see that. And, you know, as soon as I take this out to competition shooting as well, I will bring you guys along. So again, let me know if you guys love this build, if you hate this build. Let me know any recommendations that you guys recommend for, you know, additional things to do to this gun. For the stippling, I'm thinking of the fish scale stippling. But again, let me know, guys. I would love to hear from you. And until then, be sure to subscribe, like the video, hit the bell button, and I will see you guys at the next video. Bye.